Cancer.
Because I wrote them.
And if you're watching, you're probably not. It's your birthday night, but can tomorrow please we cut new ones for the show, all the same size?
Oh, you want the easy way out, huh?
I mean, this is a very Scorpio way to do it. I like the enthusiasm. I like the rawness. I like just fucking getting down, just ripping them and throwing down a Sharpie and just fucking like throwing them in a fucking used cup and just fucking being like, hell yeah, like it's cool. But it would be nice to have that Libra to add to the gold cup, like just perfect. Like I'd like the just perfect.
Maybe we need a
bam,
like a magic 8 ball.
Well, because you know what happens is it makes me feel, oh, I'm just gonna pick the big ones first, because but I purposely don't do that. So then it's like, but then am I avoiding the big one that it lands on? But I'm only gonna land on the big ones because they're in there.
We live in a throwaway society, so I'm just trying to do my part to save the world.
Really intense 2020 issues that come up in life now.
I'm trying to save the world one piece of paper at a time.
I know, and I'm trying to tell people like these are our issues in life right now. You know what I mean? Like, do I drink my strawberry lemonade, or do I drink my Sprite, or do I drink water, or drink my Powerade?
Why don't you do all of it at once?
I mean, I'm doing 3. So if you're questioning my sugar intake, that's one thing. But if you're questioning my hydration, that's another. All right. So we're going with Cancers right now. The Magician pops up. Okay, Cancers. You know it's magic hour. You know it's magic time. You know you're connected to it all. I feel that right now, especially Cancers, especially with the sun coming into Scorpio, this is a big week for love and relationships. This is a Mercury retrograde in your 5th house of love. This is a big time to be a Cancer. You know it's time for the magic, but being a magician's not easy because you got to follow the divine magic and what the universe is saying. You just can't kind of be like, I'm a magician, I'm going to make it however look the way I want to. No. You got to see, okay, I'm a magician and I'm understanding of what the universe is saying. Your challenge here is air. Okay, your mindset on things and how the environment is and the communication element, and air rules all 3 air signs, right? So it's like Gemini, communication, Libra, relationships, and Aquarius, innovation, moving forward. That's an issue for you, all 3 of those right now, to be the magician in your relationship life. That's the old card. Let's see what we got here. With the Knight of Cups reversed, well, you're stuck emotionally. And that's the card of being literally stuck emotionally in the mud emotionally. You don't know what to do. I think that you have to be the magician now, and you're going to have to use that magic within yourself of understanding your divinity and self and the beautiful self that you are to move you through. And I think that you're stuck in your head, which is then causing you to be stuck in emotions, which that creates a lot of tension. I'm not going to lie. And especially as this week, the moon comes to Capricorn when the sun comes into to Scorpio, and it's going to be with Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto in your relationship house, while we're going to start seeing big Mars, square that moon. And also we're going to see Venus trining over to Saturn and Pluto, which for you would be communication stuff, environment, based upon the relationship you're in, is like, is it healthy or is it stopped, and is it not stimulating anymore? You pulled the strength reversed as your issue with this air. I think that you have lost the strength, and it's creating negative thought patterns, and I think that you don't feel like you can get out of them. I think that you're accepting defeat. I think that you're accepting crap, to be honest with you. I think that, and I think that it's important for you to find the strength to at least give yourself, if you want to fight for it, at least put yourself in the fight with being in a space where you have the strength to look at it from the truth. But I almost feel like there's been a surrendered state, and that's why I feel like the magician has shown up. Like, are you just going to give up because the issue's too hard? Merlin didn't do that. Merlin always shows up and just goes, oh, I can do this and I can do that. Why'd you get that magician? Ooh, the justice reverse. Because you're out of balance and you're not in something that's fair and balanced and harmonious at all. That's what all these planets in the 7th house are in Capricorn for you. Why'd you pull that Knight of Cups reversed? Well, you got the Death card. That's your issue. You're afraid of the end. Look at this Death card from this deck, the Edgar Allan Poe deck. Ooh, that one's the creepiest one I think I've seen in a minute, just because it's like, reminds me of the haunted house at Disneyland a little bit. And
the mirrors are watching you.
it's weird because like it's an old wall with the torn stuff, but the picture looks new, but really it's about somebody who's already passed and gone. Spirit world. So I would say that that's your biggest fear, is why you're stuck emotionally, is the end. You're afraid to face the end. And sometimes facing the end will create a new beginning or refresh the whole situation or just end it and move you to the better situation. But ooh, this is getting intense. Unfair, unbalanced relationship issues right now that are causing you to be the magician, or are you not going to be the magician because of that? You don't have the strength to face the environment, the communication, or the relationship stuff. And a lot of it is you're stuck emotionally because you're afraid to face even like death itself of the relationship situation. Your overalls that you got here are the devil reversed, and you got first house. So you're not going after what you want at all. You're too afraid. You feel like you'd be bad if you went for what you want in your life. But this affects the vitality of the strength within yourself. Actually, in astrology too, the first house, which is the rising sign, affects the strength of your body to be able to handle things. And so with the devil card reversed here, it's for trying to free you of a situation that's trapped you. But at the same time, it's trapped you because you're not in desire of it at all either. And it almost feels like this energy that you've been in has kind of been a test for you to really see if you have the ability to undo the chains and find your true self and what you want. I feel like Cancers are having an opportunity to really go and really have for what they want. But I think that they have a lot of baggage that they have to deal with first over things that they don't want. You have Mercury, Mercury 10th house, Aquarius. Yeah, this is about growing up and making decisions about your future and looking in new directions, and also about how you have to set precedents in your mind state of like building a plan of how to move forward. And if that's something that you're too afraid to have adult conversations, and also to be honest about what you're connected to and what you're not connected to, and see if the other party is okay with that, with being that it's got importance to it and not just emotional, but it's got importance. This has to be done. I feel like your environment needs to take you higher as it is with Aquarius and the 10th house with better recognition. I feel like you're with somebody who you don't really feel like it fits recognition wise. It almost is like if we were to walk into a socially distanced party, gotta say that shit now. The socially distanced people would be like,
I saw you from across the room.
Staring from across the room.
60
and you
feet
wouldn't
away.
be able to know what they looked like with their mask on. All you would be able to do is see within the eyes. You would just go, did you see the eyes of that person that had that white mask with the sparkles on it? And then that person that just had the general, like China, Amazon blue mask that's really ugly.
Well, in that case, you'd have to trust yourself. You'd have to trust that magical essence of yourself, Cancer. And really tap into your emotions, tap into your mind, tap into the whole essence of your body to see if that individual is worth it or not. To see if you're actually open to kind of changing the outlook of the game, so to speak. To change your surroundings. You have that potential. You have that power. But it's easy to kind of get lost within yourself. It's easy to kind of get lost in your emotional state of being down or being out, instead of fully embracing it and saying, why am I feeling down? Why am I feeling out? And changing that shit and flipping it around, embracing it. It doesn't matter the times that we're in. It doesn't matter these situations. Find your happiness, wherever it is. You got to fucking dig deep sometimes. Make it happen.